All right, welcome back to UKSG Blue 2023. Apologies for the slight delay. Coming up, we have Mockingjay and Apache with Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. Apache is going to be playing the Tanker chapter blindfolded, while Mockingjay will play the rest of the game not blindfolded. Take it away, guys.
Hi, so I'm Mockingjay, and this is...
Hi, I'm Apache Smash, and I speedrun a lot of Metal Gear games, so I can't really be put into a box.
Speaking of a box, I think you're missing your blindfold. There you go.
All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so Apache is playing with the sound off, so that he can hear the footsteps and count them easier. So for the first part of this game, it's going to be a little bit quiet. So if you guys can be a bit quiet as well, that'd be great as well. So we've just got to get through these first cutscenes, and we're off. So he's got to count a few steps down here. Oh, he's just missed his first bit. There we go.
Please let everyone know that I can hear them. Like, I can hear everyone in the room.
He can hear everyone in the room, so if everyone can just be a little bit more quiet.
Like, everyone in the room. Like.
There we go. So he's found the steps. I think he may try and shoot this guard yet, even though he's not even in the way, but it's safety first. And we're off. So he's got to go through this section here. There'll be a slight cutscene. There we go. And then he needs to shoot this guard. Nicely done. And then we're going to make our way through the tanker to our first boss, which is the lovely Olga. And she's lovely because RNG. So as you can see, most of the time he's using the walls so he can tell where he is. So this is just using this section here. He's just going to use all the walls for safety so that he doesn't get caught by that camera, because an alert will happen and then more guards will come, and that's just crazy chaos. So he's going to do a little strat here where he's going to do a roll so that he's perfectly facing these stairs and he won't get trapped. And we're about to head into our first boss. As I said, the lovely Olga. She could go two ways, she could go left or right. Ideally we want right, as it is a little bit easier. He's just caught himself. There we go, he's found the door. So ideally we want right, as that's an easier boss, so we'll see what he gets. Yeah, he got right, that's great. So he's going to do 2 shots on her. Then there'll be a cutscene. You'll never be able to get past this cutscene when you're doing blindfolded.
I grew up on a battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents.
And then he's going to take shots the best he can without seeing.
All the bad and all the good.
She has iframes, so he's got to take his time with it, because sometimes he won't be able to hit her and sometimes he will. And he needs to get 3 shots on her. He's only got 1 left, so he's going to go over to the side to get this final shot on her. He's just going to keep shooting until she finally moves. There we go. Brilliantly done. That's the first boss done. Pretty simple, as you can tell. So we're just going to leave her where she is, having a little nap. And we're going to head down the stairs. And he's going to do the same strat to get out the room as he did get in the room. So again, just hitting them walls, as it is so much easier to hit walls than count steps, as steps are not the most reliable thing to do in a blindfold run because of the way that the pressure sensitivity is on the D-pad. Sometimes he can move further than what you think, so steps aren't always the most reliable. I think he may be a little bit stuck here. He's just trying to find that railing. He'll know now. Yeah, he's reset the room. Yeah, he knew. Yeah, he knew what he was doing there. He got lost, but know your backups. Know your backups. So as I said, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to hit the walls, as it is more reliable than counting the steps. Another wall. Then he's going to get to the other wall, and he needs to get through this door, shoot the guard, and then he needs to just get down. There we go. Get down the stairs. We got there. So we're just going to keep making our way down. As I said, hitting walls is so much easier in a blindfold run than trying to count the steps, as you can kind of tell where you are when you're hitting a wall than just trying to count the steps. I mean, I've done blindfold myself. It is incredibly hard. He's making it look very easy right now. So the next part, I think he is going to go for the Prozac skip, which was recently found a good few months ago now, but the most recent find, as far as I'm aware, which just skips the whole engine room saga, which is a lot of the tanker. I think altogether it saves a good 30 seconds or so, so it was a really great find. So he just needs to equip the magazine, throw it, and get out of bounds, just like that. Nicely done. Oh, he needs to find the right. There we go. There we go. He knows what he's on now. Okay, because we need this to shoot the sensor. So this strat he made himself. It's quite impressive, I won't lie, but it is incredibly hard to do first time. So fingers crossed, guys, that he gets it done first time. Very nice. Again, making it look very easy right now, but that is so difficult to get that right hit, just so that you're in the right spot, because the box of the sensor is so small.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that
I think he's going for the USP guard rush, if I'm correct, which is something that I actually came up with the idea. I mean, I didn't really root it, but I basically said, why aren't we doing this with the USP? It's so much faster than the M9. Because we do it in the normal speed run with the USP, it doesn't make sense. So I kind of just brought it to people's attention, and then we have to collect all the extra ammo now, which is why he's just collected those ones you've just seen there, this one here. So he's got more than enough to spam it at all these guards coming at him. Because the last thing you need is your gun to run out of ammo. So he's gonna shoot the first guard as best as he can. Just going to keep spamming it. Nice. And then he's just got the box guy at the end to do, where he's going to go on tiptoes and get him in the face. Very nice. And then he's just got 3 lots of guards coming at him, where they shoot at him, so he shoots at them. And that's how it works. We're next going to get to the holds, the most favourite part of the tanker for every speedrunner, as you all know, as this is where tanker runs go to die. He's first going to get into the position for the ladder glitch. Very, very good. First part done. Can you do the second part? Yes, he can. Look at that. Beautiful. And then he's going to just get right on this guard, and then he's going to go right on this end of the... Yeah, so he can line himself up perfectly to just walk right across this projector. No one can see anything. And this is a nice little thing he likes to call, you didn't see me, I didn't see you. Now, this is my favourite part of a blindfold tanker run, where you punch 15 times, I think. It's 15. So you can line yourself up perfectly. And I won't spoil it for you if you've not seen it. To just do that. It's the best thing. I love it so much. And I thank him so much that he made that up. So now we're going to just take some cheeky photos. So he needs to take 4 photos altogether. He needs to do 1 on the left. I thought that first one was fine, but maybe he didn't hear the sound correctly. I'm not sure. Then we need 1 in the front. Oh, a bit too... Yeah, so you can hear it because it's not fully clicking. It needs to come out of it fully. and then go in and and just rejig it.
Promise you that they will not.
Oh no, he's overrid the wrong photo. I'm not sure this is going to work.
Strategic importance of aircraft
I think he's just overridden on the first photo, which was the good photo. Because the thing is, when you take photos, it just keeps taking photos, so the ones that you took at the beginning just get erased, basically. So you need to keep the right ones, so I'm not sure this is going to go through. We'll find out. We'll find out right now if it worked or not. But as I saw it as the first one was deleted, but maybe I saw it. Yeah, there you go, there you go. So he needs to redo them all. I don't know if he's going to reset the room or... Yeah, he's resetting the room. Okay, good shout.
Stop kidding around.
I don't know if he's aware he needs to override all of the photos. We will find out.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development.
Okay, no, it doesn't need to be overridden because he's done a restart, so that's really good news for everyone. Oh, it's too high again. There you go. See what I mean with the overriding? If you don't override it correctly...
Policy are attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you.
Yeah, I think he believes he's not in the middle, possibly. It's just how high you're going. It's so hard because when you're blindfolded, you just don't know.
Stop kidding around.
And so you just kind of have to just keep trying. You'll get there eventually.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear.
See what I mean with the pressure sensitivity? It's so hard to get those movements just right because you can press the tiniest bit and it will move so far along and it makes no sense. Right, maybe that'll... Okay, right, so now I have no idea what photos are good or what photos are bad right now.
I promise you that they will not succeed.
Oh, he's got so many on there. We'll find out what happens there. This strap, by the way, is something, again, he invented, where you hit the wall and then you go for the corner shot and then you hit it and you roll into the box. And this is the cheeky marine photo that you can clearly see the marine photo, right? He needs to just move slightly down for that, I think. Oh, he's really struggling with these photos. It might be another reset. But as I said, it really is very difficult to get these photos. I mean... Yeah, I can tell he's really struggling with these photos now. It's really difficult. I mean, he could default and try and get the other marine way, but I don't know if he knows that from where he is. Which is just, you go straight down the, where those grates are, straight down, and it's on the very, very end. You can just turn to the left. But I think he's just going to keep trying to get this. I think he's just not rolling right. I'm not too sure.
Left. Right.
I mean, at this point, I would just reset it, but he doesn't know. He's just gonna he's gonna listen to him, I think, and find out which one it is. Maybe, I don't know. No, he doesn't even say it. Oh, is he? Oh, okay. Well, wow.
I couldn't work out why the Marines logo wouldn't take. I kept thinking, why is this not the Marines logo? And then I realized that it doesn't matter because even if you die, it'll still save the photos you've already taken.
Oh, right. I didn't even think about that.
I only came to the revelation.
No, it wasn't the middle one. It was the first one because you overrid the good one when you were doing one of the middle ones.
Yeah, basically, I was doing them all again and I was like, I don't even need this photo. Like, sorry.
Yeah, you're just taking over my run now.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is my time.
So I've overwritten because I went back twice. I couldn't like hear the overwriting because I was like there was so many like. Basically, that was the tanker blindfolded. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh gosh. Do you know what? I thought you did a great job. Your Olga was brilliant. I think just foes can be a nightmare sometimes.
Well, yeah.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go to the node, and then I can turn the music back on because none of us want this silence.
Yeah, what happened to the music? We need to. Yeah, when you play blindfold, you have the music off, but we can bring it back and actually use the node for one of its intended features. It works like the options menu.
Is it back on?
Yeah, and please can I have my game volume down? Because it was awesome for when you had nothing else. Like, but it's like so loud when the audio's back.
Oh, there it is.
It's nice to be back in the room. It was strange.
Bit dark in
the
that box.
Yeah.
Now you know how it feels.
Yeah, whenever you
Realistic living.
Yeah. I was one with the box, but yeah, like it's funny. Like whenever you use like a blindfold or whatever, you just close your eyes anyway.
True.
It's more for the audience benefit.
I'm under attack. Stay alert.
I've not even touched the guy. I swear he's so drag. Stupid god. You don't know.
Alright, we're out of the tanker. We're now playing as Raiden, originally codenamed Steak, but it was replaced. He's kind of similar to Snake in every way, but he's a little bit taller, and he does an aerial instead of a roll. Apart from that, they're the same in absolutely every way.
I mean, he's blonde.
Yeah, I don't mean visually, I mean like to play as. You're right, he is blonde. His voice is lighter, his skull suit's different. He was less well received than Solid Snake originally. People kind of love him now with Ryzen and MGS4.
I'm going to try and keep my cartwheels to a minimum because sometimes it can just make my life harder.
Yeah, for every successful cartwheel you do, it's slightly faster than running. It's by about 0.1, I think it's 0.001 seconds, something like that. It's not a lot of time. But every one that you miss you'll lose a second. So you should cartwheel all the time, use it all the time because it looks cool. It flips through the air. It's so awesome.
I need to remember I'm not doing a plant today. There's a tiny little bit more of a cutscene with the plant.
Yeah, you get an extra cutscene here, and it's because it's to give you a tutorial that you wouldn't get otherwise, basically. This is Rose. She calls us if we want to save and asks us if we know what day it is. The answer is no to both. Alright, we're going to go find a bomb disposal expert called Peter Stillman, who's not with the NYPD. And we also have Pliskin, who is not Solid Snake, but they just look similar and have the same voice actor.
The same outfit and hair.
They don't have the same outfit. He's got headphones and... Yeah, it's a different outfit. It's definitely a different outfit. He's got like a green soldier uniform on. He's a Navy SEAL. This cutscene with Stillman is unskippable on New Games. That's why we play it on New Game Plus. There's no other differences apart from some bomb locations are different, and the location of aims is randomized. So the bomb locations only affect Extreme on New Game Plus, and on New Game Plus you get some cool sunglasses. But aside from that, we just do it so we can skip a cutscene. Alright, we're in the cool sediment pool. We're going to drop down here and go underneath this vent to get a bomb. We want this guard to notice us. And when we're in a cutscene like that, we actually get iframes, so that's why that bullet didn't hit us. Crouch there to get a fast bomb. So bombs defuse in 2.5 seconds, but certain bombs you can get a fast bomb. The coolant will hit it from like multiple sides, and it'll diffuse twice as fast in 1.25.
I didn't mean to get that.
That's right. It's some extra bullets. It'll be fine. So we're not worried about that backup team coming in. That guard has to like radio in. But if you leave the room, I guess they just forget about it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of VE. You don't get alerts carrying.
You wouldn't. That wouldn't carried anyway. But in VE, alerts do not carry. So even if we get one, we can just leave the room. It's kind of like Metal Gear Solid 1 in that respect. There's no bomb down in the portal room, but there is one on the roof. And it's really well hidden. Let's see if we can find it.
I don't know. I think I'm going to struggle, you know.
Yeah, well, you could always use the ion mobility spectrometer. That's the sensor, eh? That's what it's called. Speedrunners, they just don't know about these things.
I just go, do I cartwheel here or do I not cartwheel
You can
here?
sometimes cartwheel to prone as well. That's pretty cool, and that does actually carry over to Smash. If you do a dash attack and hold the attack, he goes prone, which I think is a cool addition.
Gosh, my cartwheels today, not
That one
well.
was pretty good.
That one was pretty good, to be fair. We like to skip some stairs.
Yeah, it's faster for going downstairs.
So in this next room, I'm going to do a little strat that, as far as I'm aware, I'm the only one that does it. If other people do it, go for it. It's not something I advise.
I'm so excited. I have no idea what it is. I'm so excited.
You will. Well, I don't know. You would have seen. I'm sure you would have seen me do it before, but if I do it right, oh my god, oh, I did not do it right at all. Basically,
Yes, amazing. That was awesome.
basically, I do a cartwheel right onto the claymore, but I landed really badly. But at least I didn't get hit, and I didn't get an alert, so I'm taking that as a win.
Yeah, so you can cartwheel to prone, and it will pick up stuff like claymores. If you run over them, obviously they explode.
Who's there?
This guard is possibly my favorite guard in the game,
Why is he your favourite?
just because he's
Oblivious.
Somebody there.
just completely oblivious.
The old lot.
The guards in this game can look up, which in Metal Gear Solid 3 they actually can't look up. So, but that guard can't look up in that situation, which I think is kind of funny. So yeah, purposely get the alert from the Cypher and then just trank the backup team. Fastest way to do that room. We used to throw a chaff grenade there, which was obviously ineffective because it's much slower. Alright, show us your cool Raiden moves.
Oh no. Well, that wasn't very cool.
Did I
Was
put you on the spot?
Yeah.
Don't show me your cool Raiden moves. She did a coolant rise there. A coolant rise allows you to get up on the first frame by equipping the coolant and then beginning stand and unequipping it. You can defuse this bomb from the opposite side as long as you're in a pixel perfect position. I'm not even sure what pixel perfect means, but you have to be like right in the right spot, otherwise it doesn't work.
Oh, did a bit too. Oh, okay. Well.
Some manip for this guard in the next room,
Yeah.
so he's in a better spot.
Sure. We'll go with that.
We don't care if he sees us, because
It's the
again,
enemy. I need
we'll
help.
just leave, and then they're like, I guess we won't call the backup team in.
The only thing I know about that is if he sees me, it means I've gone too slow. So.
If you hear the alert sound when you go through a doorway, alerts won't carry on any difficulty, but they will still count as an alert on the score screen, so you've got to be aware of that if you're trying to minimize your alerts. But when we speedrun V, we don't care about alerts. Trank this guy, try again,
Maybe
and
not.
trank this guy.
My gosh, what was that? That was terrible movement. My lord.
Close this door, find a bomb. This bomb will always defuse fast as long as you don't move after opening the door.
Don't mind my massive cup.
Have you ever heard the theory that Peter Stillman is actually a mermaid?
No.
Don't worry about it. Again, we purposely take the alert from the Cypher and we trank the backup team guard, and then we go through the door. And when we return, that backup team guard will still be asleep, meaning we can take the alert from the Cypher and no one will turn up. How did Fatman plant that bomb up there? Did he take off his rollerblades, or Did he climb the sink with them on still?
I believe he did it with them on because he's that type of guy.
So he climbed that sink with rollerblades on.
And a wine in his hand.
That's
yeah.
too unrealistic. I just can't believe that.
We'll believe it because that's what happened.
I think the only way it makes sense is he told someone else where to plant it.
No. I'm going with he did it with the rollerblades on and a wine in his hand.
That would be impressive. So yeah, this guard's now asleep. Despite this being like a heavily funded operation, they can only afford one guard for the backup team here.
So I'm going to do 4 with the D-pad and then just 1 because, again, my cartwheels, not very good.
Do more of them. The only way you can improve is by doing them as much as possible. Like, you feel like every step that you take is like a cartwheel that you could have done. No, you really shouldn't do them.
You really shouldn't do them. Not unless your D-line's 13, then you should do them all the time. God, that's 2 shout-outs he's had now. Should we just shout him out?
It's almost like he's the best player of both Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2.
Should we just shout him out on every
No,
run?
no more for likes. He's had enough.
Does he even run 3?
He's got one. He once ran it. He's got.
He
one,
once
he's got
ran it.
117 on PS3.
Nice.
All right, we're in the deep sea dock, which is a tasteful return of backtracking. No shade to any games that don't use tasteful uses of backtracking, but I think this one works.
I don't like having to go back on myself, to be honest. I really don't.
Well, you shouldn't play a game that comprises of 2 big circles.
I know. It does wind me up. I'm like, I've just been here. Do you know what I mean?
But this bomb, interestingly, in the opening cutscenes with Raiden, you can actually see that bomb a couple of times. We're going to do Fortune, who is a boss who most people think is an auto-scroller, but it's actually not an auto-scroller. It can be made much faster by causing Fortune to destroy certain objects in the room. So Fortune cannot be hit by bullets. Is it luck? Is it a device planted by the Patriots? We don't know. But we need her to destroy this forklift, the barrels on either side of the room, and as many of those light-colored boxes as possible. If we make her destroy these objects, we purposely take that hit so she shoots the lights, by the way. If we make her destroy these objects, we can finish this fight in about 1 minute and 10 seconds. I think 1 minute 11 is generally a good fight. We don't care about getting hit, we just wanted to destroy those boxes. So if she hits us and does that as well, that's all good. But once she's got those boxes, we wanted to destroy the golden barrels as well. Dare you to dodge her in first person. I dare you to dodge a rail by leaning in first person.
Oh, well.
Dare ya.
No.
What's the worst that can happen? It'll just get hit by a rail.
I mean, I can't hear what you said, to be honest.
Alright, no worries.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah,
and I'm trying not to die.
We've made her destroy all the stuff that we need her to, and now the fight will end. She'll shoot like 1 more, and then this is the end of the fight. Because the things are already destroyed, when she goes into that rage moment, she would normally destroy all those things, and then the fight would end. But because we made her destroy them first, the fight ends sooner. And it saves, it's a ridiculous amount of time. It's I don't know off the top of my head, but it's a lot.
You don't know the answer?
Yeah, I don't know the answer.
Wow. Never thought.
Oh, nice damage cancel on the Claymore. Purposely
did that on purpose?
Purposely blew up the Claymore in a way that it wouldn't actually hit you.
Yeah.
That's like absolute
skill. Of
skill.
course I did that.
It's really difficult to do that, actually. Alright, let's go FA connecting bridge. As long as you hug this rail, this guard won't see you when he turns around. If you hug the other rail, he will.
Which makes no sense, but is what it is. This guy's gonna shoot me. That's fine.
It's the enemy. I need help.
You can bonk him as well, and he'll get the alert out later. If you care about the alert, just bonk into him or kick him in the face. But yeah, that Claymore that you expertly picked up earlier is no longer there, clearing an easier path for you to get down
Well, I got it as well because I do the Claymore strat on, I can't remember what room it's called. With the parrot.
The B2 of the Shell 1 core.
Yeah, that one.
That's going to be exciting. I can't wait for that. But right now, we're going to go face off against the bomb mastermind. He built an atom bomb when he was only 10 years old. His name is Fat Man. That's a reference to the nuclear bomb, right? It's called the Fat Man.
I didn't know that, but okay.
There may be another reason people think that he's called Fat Man. I've always thought it was just like a big suit.
I thought it's just because he just looked like a fat man, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just thought, like, is it the suit? Is he like really skinny underneath it?
No,
Those
look
are
at
like
his head, he's definitely fat.
There's like a... Well, we don't know. We never see him with it off. There's only certain characters in the game you see with their clothes off. But he's fully dead. Very nice fight. Fast bomb as well.
Got fast on all of them, I think,
Yeah.
which is not like me, but I'll take it.
And again, fast bomb.
That one's not really hard to do, though.
All right. Just because we're skipping this cutscene, in case you don't know what happens, a ninja gives you a Nokia 3310 and a Halloween costume.
It's not a Halloween costume.
All right, it could be. It would work as one.
Okay. I think it's more pricey than a Halloween costume, but
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. It is the real deal. So it's a suit that we're going to use to fool the guards. Only certain guards, though. There are the guards on the perimeters of the plan wear one uniform, and the guards in the shell wear a different uniform. I think they came up with the idea for the camo and then said the guards were wearing two different uniforms. Because if you could use that everywhere, it'd be pretty powerful, right? But to complete the costume, you need an AK-74U. Again, the guards inside the shell use a different gun. So to fully fool them, you need the same weapon as them. Fortunately, it's where we're going. And did you use D-pad there?
I did, yeah. I hate it so much.
So we got slipped past the claymore that was on the ground by using the D-pad.
To be honest, I just hate that bridge in general. It's just... It's killed a lot of my runs in previous.
I don't want to spoil what the claymore's for yet, but on VE, the AK can be found in here. Normally you would have to go to strut F to find it.
Stupid god.
Bet he was surprised with that one. This is the only elevator in the game that you only have to press twice. Once. All of the elevators, you always have to press twice. And the correct direction on the elevator is always up on the direction once. And, alright, we're going to plant the claymore on the ground. We're going to shoot it. That will cause an alert. But most importantly, that will keep the elevator door open. So we're going to go pick up the D-mic. While in alert, the guards can see through your disguise. But while in evasion, they can't unless you do something weird. Don't do anything weird.
I mean, that is pretty weird, but for some reason you can get away with it.
Don't get caught doing anything weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, we blew up that claymore inside the elevator because it will keep the door open, which saves us however long it takes the elevator to open.
All of that for an elevator.
Yeah, sometimes quite slow, so...
Quite a lot in it.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to grab a guard and stick his face on the retinal scanner, so we're going to knock for him to head this way.
What am I doing here? Very bad setup. And he's walking very slowly, brilliant.
I think that'll work.
Oh, got the slow guard. Okay, well, it's fine. I didn't hit the wall fast enough. I think I knocked it wrong. It's fine.
But you did take the camouflage off. So if you have the BDU on in any cutscene where Raiden is rendered, it takes longer for the game to load, and so it's slower. And you also set your clock to a specific time.
You're Ames, aren't you?
Some people think that the location of Ames is based on your clock. It's not. But what is based on the clock is the models that the hostages have. And there are like special Easter egg ones, like the one that we just saw, where all the hostages are women.
Little fact for you there. Didn't plan that. Run got changed to midnight, so... It's what it is.
Naturally occurring Easter egg.
I want the M9 because I shoot this guy. I know you can do it with the AK.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I'm really surprised because I was messing up my menus in practice, but so far so good. So I'm happy I've got that section out of the way because my menus were just, with all the guns, it was just not doing me any favors earlier. So we're good. Right, final time. Oh no, it's not final time. I've got to do this bridge twice. Should I try Stereo?
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh my god, first time, let's go. Shout out Platonic Guy who popularized the stereo.
I love a stereo, mate.
Can only do it from very specific spots, and if you get it wrong, you fall on your butt, which is okay to say because Raiden says that in this game. It's pretty graphic language from Raiden.
So I just picked up the PSG one for everyone's favourite part, the Harrier. Right, now this is the final time on this bridge.
No, it isn't.
Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, do you know? Why can't we just get rid of the bridge? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to be on it.
The EF connecting bridge is very popular.
I hate it so much. I think it's just because I don't fully know where the claymores are, so it's always a little gamble.
Well, you could always get the mine detector.
Yeah.
Or just crawl around every bit of it and pick them all up.
I could, but I don't think the stream would want to watch that.
Who knows? Maybe they would. But we're back in the sediment pool room, and we're going to go to the Shell 1-2 connecting bridge. Probably the most intense part of the run. We first have to take out all the Semtex sensors on the bridge. So that's why we have to get the sniper rifle. There is one Semtex sensor that you cannot get with any other weapon apart from the PSG-1. We're slightly out of range of it to hit it with any other weapon. The game is forcing you to get the sniper rifle because there's a section later in the game that wouldn't be possible without it. Perfect. If you hit the cipher and not the sensor, everything blows up. Interestingly, if you play this section on console, the second controller can move the flag. Alright, we're going to fight the Harrier. The Harrier is a very difficult fight on all difficulties to do quickly. So we're going to have to try and hit it as many times as possible as it flies overhead.
Oh, yeah.
So 1, 2, and 3, 4. One more time.
Oh, that was messy.
Unfortunate.
That was very messy.
And we're going to try and hit it now as it flies past. If you unequip, mostly hit the shot. Yep. And now he's going to do the die shots. Guess why they're called that? And we can hit it twice. Yeah, perfect. And now he just needs 2 shots to finish him off, and we can get them both as he flies at us now.
I mean, I tried before, I only got 1, so I don't know.
I'll let you go out and stop.
Just mash square, believe, believe, believe.
Yay! We didn't get into the final phase, that's
good
all I
Harrier fight.
No save boss, no save boss. There
Keeping
we
up
go.
with the intensity, we're going to do what's called the Leap of Faith. The Leap of Faith is one of my favourite sections of the game. Perfect, perfect.
I had a moment there. Like, it's like, am I going to make it?
As you can imagine, what happens if you miss it, you soon know about it.
So a little trick I learned here is just hold the D-pad down, and then you will never fall in that gap, ever.
Everyone at some point has fallen off the gap.
You can't though, if you use D-pad you can't. I don't know why, I don't know the magic, but I do it. Now I'm going to attempt not to fall off the ledge. Done that before.
Again, everyone at some point will do it. I so thought you were going off. That was scary.
Keeping you on your toes.
Yeah, so just tank the alert, throw a chaff grenade. That will prevent the ciphers from shooting at you. And then we can throw another on the way into the core.
I like to get a lot extra.
I always get them AK bullets.
I mean, I get quite a lot.
No, you get the ones after that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
love
get a lot.
I love a good package of AK bullets. Oh, I thought that was it as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, great, awesome. That was awesome.
That was all
That's
planned.
just how you do that section.
That was all planned. Told you, my cartwheels, man. My cartwheels today.
I felt my soul leave my body, but no, we're not dead. We're here safely.
So we gotta go save the president, you know, casually.
Save Prez.
I know, I love how they didn't even give him his full name.
And, well, I've talked about this with multiple people, and I think it's a mistake, and it should say president like it was left in. But they always go, oh, but the life bar's really short. So, which is it? Is it on purpose? Is it a mistake? Why is it so informal? These are the kind of things I think about when I'm playing this game.
I mean, I can't say I've ever thought about it before.
I have. All right, we're swimming to getting a Nikita. It's somewhere. All right, we got it. So, do you ever think about how there's a radio shield preventing them from contacting the president? They say, "Oh, we can't. There's a radio shield. We can't warn him." Right? But the Nikita is a radio-controlled missile. Also,
are these more things you think about?
Listen, Solid Snake says that you don't get a bird's eye view of the missile like in VR, but you do get a bird's eye view of it in Metal Gear Solid 1. So was all of Metal Gear Solid 1 VR? This is just the things I think about. Anyway, good luck. Don't hit the president.
I'm trying to concentrate, man.
Don't hit him.
What are you doing?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect, Nikita.
Cool. You don't want to hit the president because then you get the title, you hit the president, and you don't want that.
And people make fun of you forever. I assume, of course. I don't know.
I'm sure you've hit the president.
I wouldn't hit him. I mean, I definitely wouldn't kill him on VE. It takes two entire Nikita missiles to do that. But we needed to keep the president alive for 10 seconds.
So that he could die.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye,
Oh,
President.
how did I mess that up?
Because we play objectively the best version of the game, the PC version, when it says, I took these photos 2 years ago, it actually shows a photo that we took. On the HD collection, it just shows a lame picture. So, you know, PC version of MGS2 forever.
I wonder which one of your rogue
I
pictures
think it was
they
one of the
chose.
rubbish Marine logo ones. One of the many.
You took a lot of
one
photos.
of the many that I took that kept going, kept just making the not success sound. And I was like, how have I,
It was pretty clever of you though to think it still has my other photos. So
I should have
hopefully
known. I should have known.
It's
I should have
fine.
known from the start.
It's fine.
All right.
I'm gonna attempt to do the swim glitch.
All right. Let's see it.
I'm gonna attempt it.
In the original releases of the game, you could get out of bounds by proning and touching the elevator, but they patched this in Substance. So nerds found a new way to do it. And basically, you can swim against this corner of the wall and slowly rise out of bounds.
Not even close.
It's really difficult to do. It's so difficult to do especially compared to the old way it was possible.
Hold on.
You have to constantly push against a very small corner, just the edge that you see here. And Raiden will slowly begin to rise out of bounds. We're halfway there.
Oh my gosh, what's happened to me? I've lost my swim glitch.
Come on, give it another go. Give it another go.
Bear with.
No, give it another
Technical difficulties.
I cannot stress enough how difficult the swim glitch is to do. Notorious for so long. I think there's about 100 people that do this run, just this exact run, and I'd say maybe
I'm really struggling.
20% of them will do the swim glitch, and about 5% can do it first time.
Oh my gosh, normally.
You're nearly there. You're panicking about nothing.
I know, it's because I'm on stream.
Give it a go. Show us a swim glitch.
I'm so stressed out. No, I need to restart. Hold on. Let me just 1 minute. Bear with me.
I'm excited for this.
I'm so sorry. This is taking me so long.
Perfection. Absolute
gosh,
perfection.
that was
First try, amazing swim glitch.
so bad.
Absolutely amazing. And that lets you skip all the way to Vamp without swimming around. And also, you skip a codec if you touch the load zone the first time you exit water. Just like that. Perfect. Alright, Vamp.
Alright, Vamp.
Do you mind? I was trying to explain that fight. You didn't really give me enough time.
It's not my fault. That's the last of him. We'll see him anyway.
Yeah, he's gone for good now.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Do you know that Vamp? I'll tell you later, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you later.
All right.
Right, we're going to go get Emma Emmerich. Emma is a cool character. You don't think so, do you? You don't like Emma. I love Emma, personally.
I mean, as a character, I'm sure she's great, but she's not great for the run.
Is it because she walks slow?
Yeah, and I know it's not her fault.
They injected her
I
legs.
know it's not her fault, but I still hate
Right,
her.
don't feel that bad for her. She did make GW, so she's I don't know. She deserves at least some blame in this situation. Alright, she's Emma's scared of water, bugs, heights.
And you were saying how great she was, yeah?
I didn't say she's great. She's a cool character.
Okay.
Don't leave her. Alright.
I'm gonna leave her.
Oh my god, you know. Alright. Don't do anything else horrible to her then. For the rest of the run, just don't do anything mean to Emma.
I can't make any promises.
Alright, we're going to hold Emma's hand and guide her safely. 5 steps.
I think it's more than 5.
Well, you know, it's to this door. And then she'll tell us.
Talk to me a little bit more.
Yep.
Tell me some more of a life that I don't really care about.
Yeah, she asks us if we know how a computer works. She does, that's what that cutscene is.
So, because I did the swim glitch, I've just got to open this door first.
Yeah, when you're on the door, opening the door, because you're not supposed to open this door with Emma, Emma's oxygen still drains and yours doesn't. But on the HD collection, your oxygen drains anyway. Just another reason why the PC version of MGS2 is great. I was so mean to the PC version of MGS1 that I feel like I've got to be nice to the PC version of MGS2. There's a toy of Vulcan Raven there floating in the water. You see some pretty cool debris.
When I was learning to speedrun this, someone advised me just follow the posters. There's not posters on the way, the whole way, you know. So that's not helpful.
Do you know where Konami is now? In fact, no, I'll say it for later. I'll say it for later. Remind me, though.
I've got to remind you of a lot of things here, and I'm trying to play a game.
Emma hates bugs, so what you're supposed to do is get the coolant out and spray the bugs out the way.
What happened there?
That's right, just, you're fine.
She had a moment. My gosh.
You choked her twice, and I was...
I thought she was going to go.
In my head, I thought you had turbo
So
on.
did I. That's why I freaked.
Yeah, I thought you were about to snap her neck.
That's
'cause
what I was
that would've
panicking
been- That
about.
would have been truly awful.
I know.
Alright.
Will she go? Will she be helpful today? Will she just go in the wall?
Right, what she's trying to do is push Emma into the wall. There you go, she's gone for good. So, you can...
Ah!
Well, in fact, let me give it the credit it deserves.
Excuse me, sir.
There's a speedrunner called Miss Chelsea, and she was, I guess, having a bad run or something, and just having a bad time with the game, and she accidentally booted Emma out of bounds, and wasn't really sure how it happened. But she then found that if she left the room and came back, Emma was all of a sudden all the way across the room, exactly where we needed her to go. So if you can push Emma out of bounds, you don't actually have to walk her all the way through this room, and it's way, way faster.
I'm only doing that one though because the second one is not as... Oh, I didn't mean to pull it that way. Well, okay, we're
That's
just
fine.
dragging
It's
this
fine.
way.
They don't know. If you don't mention the second one, they'd have never known that there's a second one anyway. It's all good.
No, I meant to push her into the door rather than drag her through.
They don't know about that either.
I know, but I've told them now. I like to tell them just how bad I am. Do you know what I mean? I think it's the most honest way.
That's why we needed those 90 AK bullets that we picked up. the ciphers take two hits.
The one time I don't get them all is the one time I'll need them, okay?
I just can't stand that close to an ammo box and not pick it up. Like, I can make an exception if it's a little bit out of the way, but...
Oh, what am I doing? Oh,
It's
what have I
nothing.
done here? There we go. Thank you. Don't know what happened there. Just making my life a little bit easier in the next room. Right, so I'm going to drag her, and then I'm going to shoot these guards, because they are in my way for my path. Okay? Is that fair?
Yeah, seems fair to me.
Cool. Cool.
So we're done swimming. Emma's scared of water. She's scared of bugs. She's also scared of heights, so now we're going to climb down a massive ladder. Well, that reminds me of another Metal Gear game. Never mind. Alright, so this is the oil fence, or Twilight Sniping, probably the best track on the soundtrack. But we're going to wait for Emma to walk along the oil fence and take out guards and ciphers that get in her way. As long as you stand on the thermal goggles and put your sniper on and don't zoom it, Emma will not fall down. So Emma can randomly fall, but we found that as long as you do exactly what Mockingjay is doing here, she won't fall. If she falls, it loses 7 seconds.
I mean, you can't look at her, you can't zoom in, you can't... There's so many rules, man. And just another reason why I don't like her, do you know what I mean? Just don't fall down, it's not that hard.
I've heard that what's happening inside the game logic is if you put your scope near her, she's getting out of your way so you can hit whatever you're trying to hit.
Nah, she's just a pain.
You're being mean to Emma and she's trying to get out of your way so you can snipe guards.
Oh no, I have not got this. There we go. Oh, that could have been very dangerous. My gosh, that was bad shooting on my half. Do you know what? This is very easy as well.
Yeah, but moving the scope is not very easy.
There we go. I've got one more up here somewhere. There you are. Now I'm good. Right. Right, so we've got some time to kill here, if you've got anything you want to say.
I do, but have you got anything you
got-
would like to
you got
say?
anything to say?
Yeah, I would just like to take the opportunity to remind you all of who we are and what we are about. So we are UKSG. We are trying to raise money for Crisis, which is a charity that is trying to prevent homelessness and basically eradicate it. So I will just read some of their words. We support people out of homelessness for good. We do this through education, training and support with housing, employment and health. We offer one-on-one support, advice and courses for homeless people in 12 areas across England, Scotland and Wales.
All right. Nice.
Thanks.
Would you like me to keep going or?
I mean, you can. We've got a lot of time.
Shoot the seagulls.
All right, I've got, we help homeless people, that's from Crisis. We help homeless people find and keep a rented home. We do this by working with landlords to ensure a supply
missed
of
the
places to
garden.
live and giving homeless people the tools and knowledge they need to rent successfully. Our best practice team provides information and training for housing professionals across the UK through our resource centre, helping to set up and develop projects to end homelessness. Our help to rent database list schemes across the UK to help people overcome barriers to accessing private rented accommodation.
It's not as easy as it looks, you know. They move quite a lot.
Play the codec when it calls.
What, the one that's already been?
No, the codec you get for shooting the seagulls.
Oh. How many do I have to shoot, man?
I think it's like 10 or something.
Oh, my aim ain't that good.
right. You got so many bullets. It's all good. People think they like infinitely respawn, but there's just a set amount in the room. So when you get them all, the room's just empty. It looks kind of weird.
Oh, there's definitely more than 10. There it is.
Right, do you actually enjoy abusing helpless animals?
I don't believe this. I had no idea you were that kind of a monster.
I don't understand you, Raiden. If you're satisfied, get back to the mission.
Wow.
That's a good optional codec. There's a few great ones. Yeah, I think you got like one more.
One cipher
One
one.
cipher, yeah.
And then I need to collect the rest of the ammo to do a little trick that I can't seem to do right, so we'll see if it goes right today. Do you ever find yourself just bobbing ahead?
I sometimes listen to this track when I'm not playing the game.
Do you know what? I believe that. That's a very true statement from you.
To be fair, it's quite the bop.
Banger.
Someone needs to make this like you know, even more, and then play it in the nightclubs and be like, "Who's this?" And like, "You don't know. Who are you?" Right. I'm very tangled in wires. There we go. I know, I've been like fussing about. There it is. Nice. I don't know. I think I was just not waiting long enough. It's all good. Anyway, I think that's the last time we see Vamp, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Forever, yeah.
Right?
Totally.
Cool.
So, you know, both times that you fight him in this game and you kill him, he counts as a kill on the score screen.
And somehow he's still alive. Makes
Yeah.
no sense.
Maybe there's more than one of him, like infinite vamps.
94.
Well, you might need it. You need it for this room, so.
I might make your heart jump in a minute. Because I keep forgetting to shoot this cipher. There we go, I got it. I've not been shooting it, but I've still been managing to make it. And every time I'm like, I don't know how. I definitely needed 96 bullets. Definitely.
Yeah, especially since the game will give you some anyway later.
Yeah.
Like you don't need them for That's the last bullets you need. So you
Oh.
save boss. Ooh. The appearance of the save boss.
I know.
So yeah, you had 93 more than you needed, but I would still pick them up every time. Like it's AK bullets.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper.
This is unskippable, by the way.
You know this
Kind of
fellow?
reminds me of a room that we saw earlier.
You remember me,
You know,
don't
in
you?
Metal Gear Solid 1.
You've grown.
I don't know what you're on about, to be honest.
No worries.
Doesn't look familiar at all to me.
I
High
find this
concentration
situation very
cerebral
nostalgic.
implants. Have they altered your memory too?
I mean, we haven't really talked about Turbo, if you want to tell them about Turbo.
This game has a lot of mashing and it will hurt your hands. So everyone got together and said, should we just allow Turbo? And everyone else said, yeah, my wrist hurts, bro.
Olga, you can't keep this
And
up.
we
They're
allowed
bound to
Turbo,
find you.
and then
Listen,
this
I'll
game
see you
was
in a little while.
great. It
Brace
was awesome.
yourself.
I was against it for a while because I just didn't want to have to learn when to press it. But then once I just got over that fact and learnt it.
It was honestly more for the there's a torture sequence in this game that was so egregious that in every subsequent version they've nerfed it. So original Sons of Liberty to Substance, it was nerfed, and then in HD Collection it was nerfed again because it was like just unreasonable. So it's always fun to go back to the original, and it's a fun thing we do when us nerds get together. We get out the old Sons of Liberty and say, "Oh, can you survive the torture?" And none of us can because we're all old. Have you heard of the spoon method? No, I'm not going to talk about it now. I'll let you do this room. Alright, you're across the gap. Have you heard of the spoon method?
No, what's the spoon? Oh my gosh, what's the spoon method?
It's a way of like mashing really quick using a spoon.
Okay.
So you can use a spoon on the buttons and mash really fast.
I don't know how that would work, but like, I don't like how would that be comfortable or better?
I'll show you later.
Okay.
Do you like riding tattoos?
They're very random, aren't they? Why?
Can you let the next codec play?
Yeah, if you want.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress. Outer heaven. Destroy the final weapon. Metal Gear.
I just feel like it explains the game really well. So if anyone was like confused about what's going on, that would catch everyone up. Alright, Solid Snake's here. He's brought us some clothes, and he also has a sword, which is a cool weapon that we will use once here. Because when you slash it here, it begins a timer in the background that's 45 seconds. If you don't slash, you'll just be stood here with Snake forever, which now that I've said it doesn't sound too bad.
I mean, there have been runs where I have slashed once and it has not skipped when it was supposed to.
It also won't continue if you stand south of Snake.
Yeah.
So.
No, I was in the right spot, but I think that's why I slashed like 100 times now. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 40-second wait, something like that, because it's basically giving you the time to learn how to use this weapon.
Yeah, that's all you need, 40 seconds, and you're a master of the blade.
Pretty much, yeah.
And yeah, we don't use the sword apart from when you have to later. Guns are better, I guess. We've got a missile launcher, so we're like, we don't really need this sword, but okay. Alright, this is Tengu 1. We're going to use a strange quirk of Raiden's Punch Punch Kick animation that extends his hitbox to hit the load zone on the opposite side of the door and completely skip this fight. It's quite difficult to do, so what we're going to do is go first person, Punch Punch Kick, and as the kick comes out, get rid of first person, and it extends his hitbox, and we just get to skip Tengu 1. And there is a skip for Tengu 2, but the amount of time the skip takes is slower than we can decimate all of these guards. So, Solid Snake is an absolute machine in this room.
This might get a bit loud.
Yeah, it's really loud for me. If I'm shouting, it's because my headphones are quite loud. It's because we're repeatedly firing a missile launcher. What she's doing is she's aiming it up at the spawn. And as you see those squares appear, that's the Tengus actually spawning into the map. Shout out Scott Dolph, he came up with Fish and Mail. Did you know that?
No. You like to throw those facts at me, don't you?
Hey, what else are we gonna do? You kill the guards, I'll
no,
I'll give you the
I like
facts.
it. Keep it going. I don't think I've missed one yet.
Shout out Bestwick, who found this cool spot to stand in that pretty much gets all the guards.
Didn't miss one.
No. That's
impressive.
Rare. That's rare.
Well, I found if I stand right there, that's usually a good spot, but sometimes I miss like one or two, but that's nice. That's a nice feeling.
Using fire to fight fire.
This is kind of a weird section of the game. This whole map looks like a VR stage from MGS1, the Mei Ling VR level. And even if you open the menu and you don't slow down Solidus's speech, like where is he speaking from? How is he talking to us? And you can't pause here either, right? I don't think you can. The pause doesn't work, right? So you can't pause. Strange part of the game.
I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots.
Do you know the speech off by heart yet?
But I've made use of you.
I want to say yeah, because I've listened to it that many times, but I couldn't relay it back to you if I just like had it. You know what I mean? You probably could. You actually can. I'm going to say you can. I think that's correct.
Yeah, no, I can probably recite every cutscene in this game by heart, but I just mean because
Yeah, no. There are some, like, you know, like the Olga fight and stuff that, like, you just can't.
Every day was absolutely
You'll never.
split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by
Right, this is the Metal Gear Ray
less
fight.
than real.
At the start of the Metal Gear Ray fight, they will open their mouths, and we need to hit them in the mouth to do critical damage. That's 1 in the mouth, 2 in the mouth. Third one will jump on stage. We hit it in the leg, then in the mouth. Metal Gear Ray, watch out to save boss.
I know.
No, just so you mashing it. Right.
That one I knew about.
Right.
The other one I just forgot. I think I was just panicked.
I admit that I
So, yeah.
underestimated you.
Turbo MV, not too bad, but when you play this game multiple times a day, still can grate on the old hands.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Yeah, I think not using turbo definitely held me back for a long time. Just because I'm not that fast anyway at, like, mashing, so it was definitely hindering me.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him.
Oh, this is the president and your dad, and he's got tentacles on his back. I'm just trying to keep you all updated of the story. I hope everyone understands the story.
I still don't understand this story, and I'm the one playing the game. I don't understand half the stuff in this game, but it's great to play, so I just play it anyway.
It's
slightly confusing with the AI and.
Do you think Pliskin is Solid Snake?
I refuse to answer this question.
Alright, this is the one time we'll use the sword because we don't have any other weapons. 3 slashes will knock Solidus down. We walk away from him to bait him into doing rockets, and then we stay at the correct range to bait him into doing more rockets. Sometimes he goes crazy and jumps off the roof. Time's coming up on the final hit of Solidus. So we're halfway through the fight, and now he will get rid of his tentacle arms and tell you this is where it gets interesting, and then we will do exactly what we were doing before in phase 1. Again, instead of dodging rockets, we will hold block to dodge his attack, and we will hope for what's called the People's Elbow, and I think you'll be able to guess if we get the People's Elbow.
Oh my gosh, what was that? Well, he gave me the elbow, but I wasn't ready for it. There we go. Oh. There we go, that's it.
We're overestimate, it's all my fault, completely all my fault. I'm really sorry.
Do you remember this
I couldn't
place?
hear as well as I thought I might be able to. I'm sorry.
No, I thought you did a great job.
I remember
so
now.
thank you for having me and Apache, and thank you Apache for taking the tanker off my hands. I did appreciate it, even though it was painful for you. Thank you UKSG for having me. First ever run here. I've been to this event several times. They're always so lovely and kind. Everyone's so great here. If you've never been, highly recommend you come. If you like the game, give it a try. I can run it. If I can run it, anyone can run it, because I really don't play games very often. So I do highly recommend this game. So yeah, that's it from me. Anything from you?
I like Metal Gear Solid.
I think they get that by now. Yep. Seeing as you're probably. Oh, you're doing the next run.
I'm here all night.
He's here all night, folks. So yeah, thank you again.
About the environment, our ideas.
All right, guys, thank you very much, and well done on the amazing Metal Gear Solid 2 run, Mockingjay and Apache Smash. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, guys, don't go anywhere because the Metal Gear Solid block continues as we move on to Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, as run by the other Scott, with Apache Smash joining in again, this time to help the other Scott beat some bosses. And then to round off the Metal Gear Solid block, we have Metal Gear Solid The Twin Snakes, as run by Theory UK. And on that note, this is sadly where I get off for the night and indeed for the whole marathon. I will leave the hosting in the capable hands of Mizou. Until then, thank you for having me, UKSG. And yeah, have a good rest of the marathon.